There is so much that you learn just from seeing people's actions and how they approach things. Verbal instruction is just one way to learn. Otherwise, when kids are the age of, or a young age, 0 to 6 for example, how do they learn most things? How do they know? No one sat that 1-year-old infant in class and said, okay, this is how you eat food. And the baby took notes or not. That's not how this happened. How did they learn to speak? They didn't sit in class. Yes, they learned the ABCs later on, and the ABCs, honestly, what are the ABCs for? To be able to read. Otherwise, for those who can't read, how did they learn to speak? By observing, by listening. Why do we call it the mother tongue? Because that is what the child heard. The child was listening to the mother, observing the actions of the mother. Take a 1-year, 2-year-old infant. What does it do? If he sees you doing Allahu Akbar, saying Allahu Akbar, what is that child going to do? Allahu Akbar. That child, that baby sees you go in sajda, that baby's going to go in sajda. Why? Because he observed what the father and the mother are doing. The father and mother open the Quran, the child wants to open the Quran too. And they're going to try to copy what the father and mother are doing. All of this happens by observing. How come as a child and as parents, we know this is how children learn. But when we become adults, we completely forget. I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing. No, by sitting in the company of scholars, the learned, the knowledgeable, that is how we learn. By observing their actions, the patience. So verbal instruction is just one way to learn. But just like a child from the age from 0 to 6 learns by observing, that is how they learn to speak, that is how they learn to interact. If there is a child that is told to never scream when they get angry, always sees and hears his parents scream, what do you think the child learns? No, don't touch it. Why? Because that's what the child saw the parent do. The child saw the parent, the mother and father screaming. When they get upset and angry, so the baby does the same thing. The instruction you learn from spending time is much more powerful than a verbal lesson. How do we know this? Yes, I gave you examples. But the greatest of examples is that the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala ajma'in learned from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mainly through spending time with him. Sahaba radiallahu ajma'in, I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam walk like this. I saw his smile. I saw the tone in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoken. I saw the situation and how Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam handled that situation. The Sahaba radiallahu ajma'in learned from spending time in the company of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam.